Okay, so we're going to be learning how to convert fractions to percents. So I know last week I showed you how to change this fraction to a decimal and changing that decimal to a percent. So we're going to do this one a different way, okay? So before I start, you guys need to keep in mind that with fractions, right, the way we read it is that I have my part over my total. That's literally how we read our fractions, okay? So this is just a little part from the total, okay? So I have 12 pieces in total, and I'm only talking about 3. So before I continue on, okay, I need to simplify, okay? So remember, every time we see a fraction, we always have to simplify first, okay? So I'll make my 2 T-charts to find my GCF, so one for 3 and the other one for the number 12, okay? 1 times 3 gives me 3. 2 times nothing should give me 3. What about 3? I get 3 back, so I don't want that. What about 4? No, because that's too big, and I can't continue because the other numbers are too big. So now if I'm looking at the number 12, I know 1 times 12 gives me 12. 2 times 6 gives me 12. 3 times 4 gives me 12. And then 4, I already have 4 right there, so I don't want it again. What about 5? 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 3 is 15, so no. What about 6? I already have 6 up here, so I don't want it again. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. So now, if I look at my numbers that I have in common, I have 1, I have 3, and 3 is the largest, that they both share the largest number. So I'm going to divide both of these numbers by 3. So divide by 3, divide by 3. Okay, so this is going to give me 1 over 4. 12 divided by 3 gives me 4. So now I'm going to be working with the fraction 1/4. Okay, so now this is what I'm going to do. And this is important for you guys to pay attention. So now I'm working with the fraction 1/4. I have to equal that because I'm going to set up something that's called a proportion. Okay, so that means one fraction is equal to the other. Okay, since I'm talking about percents, por cientos, I'm talking for every 100. So percents are always out of 100. Okay, always, always, always out of 100. Okay, so now when I set this up, I'm going to keep my percent sign up here because this is going to tell me whatever I find up here, I'm going to write my percent. So now there's 2 ways to go about it. Okay, so I'm going to show you the long way first. Okay, so I first need to find, okay, 2 numbers that are across from each other. So here I don't have 2 numbers that are across from each other, but I do have them right here. Okay, so I'm going to circle those 2. So when I circle these 2, that means I am going to multiply it. Okay, so 1 times 100 gives me 100. And whatever number is outside my bubble, I'm gonna divide, okay? So this is gonna be my butterfly, okay? I know it doesn't look like a butterfly because technically we're supposed to circle this part. So this kind of looks like a butterfly. So I'm gonna divide this by 4, okay? 4 can go into 10 twice. 4 times 2 is 8. I subtract. I need to borrow here because it's not possible. So 10 minus 8 gives me 2. I have to bring down my 0. So 4 can go into 25 times. So when I do this, 25 is my answer and 25 goes right there. Okay. The other way I can do it, right, if I have 1/4, I'm going to rewrite it so it looks neater. Percent over 100. Since I have my 4th, right, I can think about this as quarters. So then here I have to multiply by 25. So times 25 times 25. And then I get my 25%. Okay, so that is